Rich, where the hell are we? What are we doing?
Nice to be able
And
to
what's
tell.
this right here? See this?
Can you fit in there? It's pretty tight squeeze.
This is straight out of Indiana Jones, man.
This would be a good place.
Look at this.
I bet there's more Bigfoot sightings and encounters than there are alien and UFO.
You know 100% these aren't hot dogs.
By the way, where the hell are we?
I have no idea. We're lost. This is interesting. Let me check this out real quick. Let me just run my metal detector in here and just see what happens.
Rich, where the hell are we? What are we doing?
I think we've been transported to another dimension.
This looks like it's out of a set design for like some little Lost Boys scenario in Peter Pan. No, really, what are we doing here? You got a metal detector. We're basically about 10 minutes from our neighborhood. A lot of Bigfoot stuff going on. You're kind of like the officer off duty now. Knows a lot about your own reports. We have it going on here in Port Townsend, but you brought a metal detector and a shovel. Why?
Well, I want a metal detector around some of the places that are in here along these rocks.
This is a vast network of just wilderness here. There's some slight game trails here, but
Can you look up at the rock up there?
we'll have to get closer because it kind of just blends in. Since you know this area better than I do, just let's take a peek and see what we can find. Are there Bigfoot reports back here that you know?
Within a couple of miles of here.
Okay.
Within, or shorter distance even, but not specifically here. I mean, I think this is such a low frequently gone to area.
Yeah.
That nobody's reported anything from here, so.
Okay. Let's
We want to try to cut to the right somewhere in here and follow it before we get too high up.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of these stone, just giant megalithic sized boulders. That's not just a hill, that's a giant boulder there behind that tree. Huge, huge boulder right there. That's a pretty good sized opening for a cougar at least.
Yeah, it goes up and wraps around a corner too. So
Maybe
it looks like that goes into something. You want to go in there?
a little juvenile. Well, you don't think that goes too far back, do you?
I don't know. Shine a light up there. It's hard to say. I got a light.
Oh yeah, there's a little wraparound area back here. You got a light on you?
Oh wow, it goes.
It does open up back in there, and there's a stone back here that. Hey Rich, take a peek in here. This actually looks like man-made. Doesn't that look like man-made slabs?
Let me see.
I mean, it's probably not, because
Oh wow, that does.
it doesn't have a man-made look.
Yeah, it blocks it, but so you can't go any further. But it looks like somebody put that in there to keep people out of there.
You see what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're seeing.
Are there any footprints back in there, or any
No,
sign? It
there's-
looks like there's some pressure.
There's bat shit in here. You can't. It only goes to right here.
See if you can look behind that bunker, though.
I can't fit in here.
Let me try. I'll take my pack off.
You can try.
You gotta kind of like belly crawl up in it.
Can you fit in there? It's pretty tight squeeze.
Yeah, it does go back, but it gets skinnier and skinnier, and I don't see anything.
That is pretty weird.
So we can find more and more little places like this to probably check out.
Oh, plenty. Maybe some better ones to get into.
Okay, so here's one of several. What?
Well, it kind of looks like a glyph.
Look at this, it's totally hidden. It's like instead of a waterfall veil, you have an ivy veil here. This is straight out of Indiana Jones, man.
This would be a good place.
Look at this.
Let's try to,
How would it get back in here unless someone drug those sticks back in there in that shape?
It wouldn't. Well, that's bark, actually, cedar bark with a stick.
This is a total hangout.
Yeah.
Look at the observation point. They've got
See what? Just pay close attention. Look on the surface and see if you see anything. I mean, you might see just something poke out at you that you're not looking for.
We're gonna have to get a better light. You couldn't really leave a petroglyph in this here because if you start carving in it, this would just break apart. It's not sandstone.
Yeah,
It looks like the
concrete.
bottom of like. This is all just aggregate.
It's concrete. It's like what's it called? There's a term for it. What this is the seafloor get compacts mud and gravel together and makes natural concrete.
All right. Let's go to the next stage.
I think we go down.
Where'd you go?
Right here. Look at this one.
Anything could be hiding down in here.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Now, we're looking for a kill den back in here too, right? For cats?
Yeah. There's a print in there. Something was in there.
Definitely.
This would like be a cougar den.
I'm not seeing any bones. This does look burnt though. Or is it mold?
It's hard to say.
Look at this. This is burnt. That's charcoal. So
Yeah, somebody had a fire under here. Where was that?
right here. Long ago.
Let's scrape the ground and see if there's a fire ring or something.
Yeah, it was right here. Now is that a sign of a fire right there? That white and black?
I don't know. It could be fungus. It kind of looks like ash under the rock. That would be old. Yeah, here, see?
Yeah. So this is an old fire pit.
Like real old. This is probably burnt.
Onward.
I mean, I would really pay close. You never know what you might find carved onto the wall. Yeah, I say we need to come down this way. Look at that hole up there.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost perfect. Doesn't that look too round?
Pretty round, yeah. But we want to stay. We're on that lower cliff now. See, we usually pass this by.
Okay, I'll follow you. That's all swamp down there, so we're trying
Let's
to
go this
stay out of
direction.
the water. Cut that part out. These holes are just, they're 360. They're not oblong. Look at the one right above your head.
Yeah.
What the hell? We're noticing that the ground here is sinkhole pockets, so. Like right there.
This is pretty cool looking.
Yeah, this seems like there's a bit of heavy footfall through here, but no boot prints. And then you got more of these overhangs. Stones.
What is that? Are those rocks or
Those
is that
stones
wood?
don't really match.
No, that looks like wood.
In the back?
This?
Yeah.
It's wood.
Okay. There's stuff way back in there too.
Boulders. A skull. A little one.
Oh, is that like a fang?
Yeah, it's like a raccoon or something, maybe.
Nice. Old guy.
I said I got stung by nettles.
Oh, great. I'm not going that way.
Could be a big bear or something.
Just put your hand down there just so we can see. So freshly made for sure.
That'd be like a 9 or 10 inch bear
Is that
track.
broken up there? Or?
Yeah, it's the same track line.
Oh yeah, look at this. That's a big something.
More of them up here. Look, you go ahead and look at those
Look at
first.
the mosses kicked off of these right here. You can see it came right through here.
Look at this one, bro. Look at this one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. I mean, so about 10 or 11.
Let's see if they can really do the outline of it with your finger, just so they can.
Yeah. But this one here, look at this, Rich. Doesn't that look like that was freshly kicked off?
Yeah. What else are we gonna find up here? Look, something's been through there too.
We gotta look for another road access point. Fucking, I'm not tired. Nettles.
Okay.
They get through your jeans too.
Mound.
Look at this. Look at these. It's got a crater in it, like something came in here and dug a little bit.
You know, it's weird. There's one that's dug out like that right behind the shop too. I just seen
Look
it.
at the red.
Maybe bears dug it up to eat the larvae.
40,000 views and I'll stick my hand in there.
Well, here's your bear shit.
Oh, well, here you go. Here's your culprit right here.
A big greasy pile.
So how fresh is that?
Pretty
Oh,
fucking
it's pretty
fresh.
fresh.
He's up here.
Yeah, that's like really fresh.
He's hungry.
Okay, so those tracks we saw earlier, this is maybe leading up to having a bear sighting.
It could be. Yeah, that's a bear. No claws on him. That's the bigger one. There is his front foot. And a dog with him.
Yeah.
Coyote. This is pretty cool tracks.
No boots.
Nope. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's connected there.
that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna take 5 here. So, Rich, with everything that's happened, your life basically getting sidetracked with being a Bigfoot witness and the push all those years ago. Today's pretty crazy. We're on the precipice of what has been over 60 years in the making since Roswell. The disclosure dump today from the Department of War. You said you haven't even looked at the files. They made a big move though today. What's your opinion as far as what the true meaning of all this is?
Boy, I don't know. You know, we just went to did a moon flyby, and with everything else going on, like this war in Iran, the Epstein files, and everything else, you look at the alien card as an awful big card. It might be the biggest card that you can play if you need a big distraction at a certain time. And I'm still on the fence regarding if it's a true disclosure or not. I mean, it depends on what kind of spin they put on it. I did read an article today that said that they were gonna like put it out there for people to do their own investigation and make up their own minds, and to try not you know, project an agenda or anything like that. But that's yet to be seen. I mean, so far, I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything that's better than or more significant than what they've already released over the last, year and a half, the things that have come out.
But in your mind, like, you've been ahead of the curve with the idea that there's a hidden reality going on from the top down, and Bigfoot's only just a piece of the puzzle here. There's a whole alternate reality going on besides just aliens. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, you look at Bigfoot in particular, and you notice that that topic hasn't been mentioned in any of this disclosure, and up to this point, there's been no disclosure related to it. So obviously, it'd be a related topic to any, ET related stuff or alien or UAP. I mean, it's in the same wheelhouse apparently, but also you have to consider the fact that there hasn't been any disclosure on it. No, there doesn't even appear to be any significant documents that are available through Freedom of Information. Right, but then you look at all of our experiences related to it and the repeated stuff over and over again. The strange phenomena, the alleged mind speak, remote location, where they can locate you remotely, infrasound, the way they move and they operate, tracks disappearing out of nowhere. I mean, it certainly appears that the evidence suggests that these things can dematerialize. They can cause a physical effect on you with frequency or infrasound or something of that nature, or sonar, or whatever it is that they're doing. These are all cloaking. These are all like big things when it comes to the defense industry and weapons and things of that nature. So, we know Bigfoot is real. We don't need it proven to us, disclosed to us to make us believe in it. We already know it's out there. And these attributes that it has are highly valuable for a weapons application or a technology application. And to me, and I've said this many, many times on podcasts and different things, that from what I know of the government, the frequency of these things, how many of them there seem to be, they're not rare, right? You have a government that wants an edge all the time against its adversaries and an edge over its people that it rules, and I don't see how that they wouldn't exhaust vast resources to try to learn as much as they possibly could about these abilities, and then try to reverse engineer them or figure out how they do it or how it works, and try to replicate it somehow in the weapons industry, because they're, like I said, they're highly valuable for weapons. Now, aliens, on the other hand, are I think that's a little bit different kind of thing, or even the UAPs, because I think you're seeing one line of it, like Greer is talking about, that the majority of these craft that you're seeing are human-made, right? Some of them aren't, but the majority of them are technology that's black budget stuff that we don't know about. We don't even know really if it's our own government doing it. There could be parallel civilizations on Earth that have a higher technology than us that live in hiding. There's a lot of vast country out here, and I don't see why. In the oceans, there could be islands and things out there where you have civilizations or more advanced societies that don't have anything to do with us. We don't have any trade relations with them, no treaties or anything like that. And it could be that some of those are, or if you're open-minded to the potential of a flat Earth and the ice wall, there could be other civilizations there, or even in the northern regions in a place they call Hyperborea, which is above a certain parallel in northern Greenland and up where Big Rock is, they call it, or Rufus Negris is the magnetic rock that's up there allegedly up at the North Pole. But again, I'll touch back on the Bigfoot thing. I think that the alien agenda is pretty well controlled. What people believe is pretty well controlled in that. We've gone through a long period of, you could call it psyops, Hollywood psyops or whatnot. The movies depicted us, gives us the mental image of what, we think, where we think we are, what we think is out there. It's been built for us and told to us. Where in Bigfoot, there is no story about that. There is no, a Hollywood or government interjected, theory related to it.
Do you think that's the next shoe to drop?
I don't know. I mean, I've always been under the belief that Bigfoot is too much trouble to block, to drop really, because it's so uncontrolled and what the likely origins are of these things. I mean, when you look at, you know, the tributes and whatnot, that maybe that one's a little bit too risky.
Or will they just say that there's ultra terrestrials here and not give Bigfoot the name of being one, but just say, hey, these are classifications here?
That's more likely, probably, in my opinion. I mean, you know, you look at it. I bet there's more Bigfoot sightings and encounters than there are alien and UFO sightings. To be honest with you.
Really?
Well, it's got to be close. I mean,
Well, given the amount of orbs that are seen in the proximity,
Yeah.
maybe so.
historical record of both. You know, ancient history.
By the way, where the hell are we?
I have no idea. We're lost.
How fresh is that break there?
Boy, I don't. Could be real fresh.
Look how green this is.
Yeah,
Would a bear do that?
maybe on accident. Look, there's another one down below it. Old.
But look at this. These
I mean, that's fresh, but
got buds on them.
you got two on one branch. There's a reason for that.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
doesn't this look like this was done today?
It does look like it was done today. It feels like it is too. This is still kind of damp.
So just as we were coming down, this may be our
That's
culprit.
fresh too.
Yeah.
Real fresh.
What's it got in it there, Bone? Is that what those white flakes are?
Boy, I don't know. You say bears eat anything pretty much.
Doesn't stink. If people are wondering, it doesn't smell at all.
Deer shit doesn't smell either. One of the strangest things to me about the Bigfoot tracks is how different they look from region to region versus the Sierras to Washington to, you know, Northern California. Some of them look like cartoon character-ish even, you know, they're strange looking, and other times they look really human, so pretty odd stuff.
Well, the ones in Sierras look comical.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it'd be the same thing even.
I think some of them are over 25 inches long.
Yeah, that'd be pretty massive.
How tall would something like that be?
Boy, 15 feet tall. Yeah. There's several BFRO reports with 12 to 15 foot Sasquatches though.
That you've looked into?
No, I haven't investigated, I've just read the reports and flats. What the hell is that? It's a baby squirrel.
No, it's not. It's like a field mouse, but it's got a tail that's like 3 times its...
Is it dead?
Can you flip it over?
I think it's alive.
No, it's got ants on it. He just died up in the fetal position. Huh. I wonder if a cat was playing with him or...
I don't know. Old age maybe.
Okay, so now we're here at a straight. That looks well over 70 feet down. The problem is getting back through these ravines here. Yeah,
Don't know. I'll have to keep going to
because we could
find.
probably just walk right straight ahead.
If it goes all the way to those big trees. It's still pretty far down there, but not like it was.
So what do you think about, instead of just getting out of here, let's go do a quick collection sample of that ground soil for eDNA. And I've got gloves, you got a shovel, and we can just pour it inside a bag.
Okay. Want to go through here?
Yeah. All right, so now we've got to find those holes. Those are our markers, and then
Yeah.
I think as long as we find those holes, Rich, we can just drop down instead of backtracking all the way.
Probably so.
The toughest part is coming down after a hike because your legs are so weak. You can just dip over the side of these. So there's a circle one, but it wasn't those. There's like 3 in a row. Oh, here we go. These are the rock walls here, down low, not up high.
Probably.
Okay. Come here. Because you took a right when we climbed up that hole right here, and then when you went this way. Yeah, this is it. Since we disturbed this area here, we're gonna work that side. Let me get everything collected here, then we'll go up
Do you
here.
want me to film you?
Why don't you get the shovel out? I'm gonna have you, since you did the Melba Ketchum study, I'm gonna have you do it, glove up. So what's the plan, Rich?
We are going to take some soil back from behind those sticks where we didn't disturb it.
Okay, yeah. And all we've got right now are these latex gloves that nobody's worn, so okay, I'll let you do it. I don't even know if we need that much. Take a couple different areas maybe too, huh?
Well, let's see what gets in here.
Okay. Just set it there for now.
Can we tie it?
Okay.
That sure looks deliberate.
No, I think so. That's plenty.
Maybe since we're here, I'll dig around a little more.
Here's our chain of custody here. I mean, who knows?
Let's just looking around in here.
Anything that looks like limestone? Like,
I don't
is there
know.
a cave system here?
Well, that
Should we look around for any hairs here? Like, this area hasn't been disturbed at all.
yeah, we could. I mean, I don't see anything, but I don't think anybody's ever been in here before, to be honest with you. This is pretty. This would be a cool spot to do a night sit in here.
Yeah. It's quiet back here.
And then you got rain cover,
Yeah.
just in case. Too bad it's not flat, or you could. Wait, one guy could put a sleeping bag right here.
You go right ahead, dude.
You wouldn't want to do it? You're the one who's fearless with this stuff.
I don't know about that, dude. This looks pretty uncomfortable. All right, well, let's get these down. I'm going to let you throw those in my pack since I
I'm
don't
gonna
have
take a couple of these rocks.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple pieces of this rock.
I'm going to let you stuff those in there.
What's that one there? In here?
Yeah, right in there.
There we go.
I think that's pretty much all we can do aside from coming back here and maybe putting a recorder or sitting or hanging our hammocks.
Yeah.
And if we hung our hammocks up here, something is bound to happen. Here's your marker. This is how you know you've gone into the right tree line. I don't know who did that, but it's been here forever.
Yeah, I haven't done that kind of Bigfooting for a long time.
Really?
Well, I mean, hiking like that.
I didn't think we'd be home till dark, after dark. Regarding the Ketchum study and the results that came back, I mean, it's probably going to be more of the same. It'll come back as contaminated with what? What would be?
We had no contamination in the samples.
Well, I mean, but what will they say? What will they find? If this is Bigfoot that left that, what will be happening again?
They'll say human contamination.
Okay.
Because the results will be human, regardless if it's Bigfoot or human, and so they'll say human contamination.
Is there possible that it would find like primate DNA?
I mean, if they look deep enough into it, because usually what happens when you run DNA, you run the mitochondrial because it's easiest and cheapest, and that's just going to show human. They run certain sequences for certain genes, and they end up finding the male half in the nuclear DNA and the anomalous stuff in the DNA.
Well,
like the missing helix and stuff like that.
As far as aseptic technique and collecting it, we did the best we could with the tools we had at hand. I didn't expect to do a soil sample today, but anyway, we'll get...
Your ear's bleeding.
Is it? Well, I'm a true bushwhacker now. We're gonna get the hell out of here. We're just crossing the highway, and anyway, thanks, Rich. We'll let people know the results as soon as we get them, and leave out the recorder again tonight, and keep on keeping on. If you want to keep track of what's going on in our neighborhood, join our Patreon page. It's in the link below. That way you can catch our lives, where we're doing our lives from our studio and inside the cabin. I think we're on 90 minutes last time, so want to catch that. But anyway, cool. Oh, Rich, you're going to be speaking at Sasquatch Summerfest in Oak Ridge, right?
Yep.
And then are you still doing a weekly podcast?
Every other week, Unrestricted Warfare, and then there's going to be something dropping today on Friday with Matt Parrish's podcast.
Oh, Olympic Sasquatches.
Olympic Sasquatch, yeah.
Okay. And
So
the
watch that.
podcast again is called what?
Unrestricted Warfare.
Unrestricted Warfare. Where can they find that?
Well, Rumble probably.
Rumble. Unrestricted Warfare. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we're out of here. Thanks, Rich. So, Rich, we were getting ready to drop you off. You just grabbing your pack. And we just left the woods. We left Mount Rainier. We left Barb Shoop's territory. We stayed for 4 nights, less than 15 minutes away from where she's having a lot of activity. We're actually at her original base camp, for people if they didn't know that. So, back maybe 10 years ago, that's where Barb's area was. So we don't know if the handprints that we just found on the back of the window are from that or from the activity here. But I'm gonna let you get in there and just kind of point out what you're seeing.
Well, okay. We have these massively huge fingerprints across here on the top on both sides.
Both sides.
Underneath the spoiler.
Yeah.
And
so deep back underneath the spoiler.
Didn't you wash this car right before you went to Barb Shoop's?
Yeah.
So this is obviously since then.
Yeah.
Right, so either from here or there, we don't know, but I mean, size-wise, you can see that, it's 7/8 of an inch.
And what is the width between the fingers? Let's say the hands are spread out.
3/4 of an inch between the fingers.
Okay.
See, how many fingers is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers?
Maybe different placements of the hand.
I think you're seeing is like it's touched more than once. Obviously, there's.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be able
and
to
what's
tell.
this right here? See this?
Yeah.
This mound right here. That doesn't make any sense.
That could be mouth.
Mouth.
That could be lips. See hands on it, like you got hands like this.
Oh. So
Or-
there should be something up here then too.
What I'm saying is this. Okay, look back. This is what.
I think this is a head. I think that's the.
Well, it's a small head, but it could be something. But whatever this is, it's got its hands here and it's looking in a window.
Well, that wouldn't necessarily be a small head if it's the forehead, just
Could be.
touching down.
Yeah. Did you guys?
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys sleep in here?
Yeah. So our heads are right
Okay,
here.
well that makes perfect sense. So
Yeah.
this is you had this number.
Yeah.
Right
With the
there.
forehead touching down, and look at how. See how it doesn't have sharp edges like the fingers do?
It's hair. That's why there's this hair.
and it's rounded, so it wouldn't have a sharp
Well,
edge.
and this is what you have. You only have
Yeah.
part. You only have part of a forehead
Oh
here.
my God.
But that's hair. That's why that edge is irregular, because that's hair. Right? These are fingers. There's no hair on those fingertips, but this is different. So that's hair. So you're going to have you're going to have way more oil from a forehead than you are from fingers. And you're also going to have dermals on the forehead too.
Yeah. So you're seeing what I'm
You got
seeing.
wrinkles on your forehead, right? Everybody.
This is left and right hand and a possible
Well-
head placed down.
Well, we have no. What is strange is it's just there's no palms, right? It's just fingertips.
Yeah. These two.
Yeah. Well, that's a long ways away. You got two overlapping ones there,
Yeah.
and then
Wait, let me come over here. Okay, good. Do that again.
but you got two overlapping ones here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one, that's one. I think he had a hand placed more than once, right? Obviously. Pulled them away. It might have took more than one look, right? Or maybe said, hey, I want to look too. The other ones that were there, and they came up and they looked, and so you got their fingerprints too.
Okay.
Well, the only way to know for sure their fingerprints is if we get any dermal ridges, which...
Well, wait a second. Now, I can see those are fingerprints. You know 100% these aren't hot dogs. You know what I mean? That's not a raccoon.
Yeah.
And those are fingertips. And, I'm not putting my finger up there to do any work.
This one could be part of a thumb, but that looks like that's a finger laying on
Yeah.
it like this.
Rich, what's the plan?
Okay, we're going to do a DNA swab on this side, and then on one of them, and then we're going to lift this whole section here and see what happens.
What do you think about getting these ones up here, these tips for the swab? Since they are the
maybe.
farthest under the spoiler?
Do a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty dusty.
And you're not touching those prints?
Nope. So that's it there.
Okay.
Put that in an envelope for now.
Okay, do that on camera over here.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
just put it in an
You gotta
envelope.
put the tip down there towards the corner, seal it up. Okay, so there's our chain of custody on those two. And now, what do you want to do? You want to just go for that one?
Let's do that one first.
Okay, but do you want to dust it first?
Yeah, we have to dust it, but
Okay.
you could actually
I mean, it's pretty dusty. Would it come off
Well-
the way it is, or does it?
yeah, but then it might be too light for the background.
Oh yeah, they're showing up more now. For sure.
But we'll see if there's any ridges.
So
on
how
them
much
or
did
not.
that stuff do you want to put on? A healthy dose?
Yeah, I mean, you want to get it.
And you're not really touching it, you're just kind of letting
Well,
the
I'm
gravity do the work?
I'm kind of waving it to get some of it off. See, it's
Yeah.
falling, so that it's not too thick. But you're trying to get a hold of oil that's already covered up with dirt.
Gotcha. So this is attracting to the oil only.
We're actually getting rid of some of the dirt too, but not much of it.
And can you use too much of that stuff?
Yeah,
Okay, so
but usually unless it's super oily, it's just not going to stick to it. So,
it'll be hard to do with gloves too.
well, you got to though, because you're going to get your own prints if you don't.
So you're gonna go from here down and just do thin little layers that barely touch?
Probably go this direction.
Okay.
I'm going to take off that much tape.
Okay.
Dirty.
All right. So we're gonna start with the suspected head without leaving bubbles in it.
As best as we can.
Yeah. Best as you can. And then he's just gonna keep layering it, crisscross applesauce there. What is that shit?
I don't know. White stuff. Is it off the gloves?
I don't know. We can get it off afterwards, it's all good. It's what's underneath it that counts. Which is it all layered down now. Now the trick is to pull this up from the same site he started with, and we're gonna see if, hold up, let me get that core board first.
It's gonna come off.
Yeah, let me make sure that core board is long
I
enough.
better do it by other hand, so I got it. Should have overlapped them more, but
So here, I'm gonna pull at the same time you're pulling.
yeah, let's kind of just get it going, because if it comes off in pieces, we can still put it back
Okay, wait a
together.
second here. So why don't you let's get it to the point where we have enough that we're working at the same time.
Hang on, let me get my finger holding it together up here.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my side this way.
Hang on, I gotta get this one going. Oh shit. It's more stuck here. See, it's hard. So you want to lift it up now before you stick it. Yeah, and then pull it tight. There you go.
Nothing. I mean, very difficult to
You might be able to look at it under better light and see some stuff.
see anything. I
See,
mean,
that's a
you can
finger.
see a finger here and a head, but I wonder if
No,
no.
nothing. No.
I think it's the dust. Is it the dust that?
Well, yeah, it sucked up all the
Yeah.
oil.
What's this right here? See that?
Is that a hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hair.
There's a little black hair. Rich, what's your opinion?
Well, I don't know. Hard to say. I've not seen any dermal ridges. It doesn't seem like there was much of any oils left. So we didn't pick anything up. So, I mean, that can happen. You know, with weather and dust especially, because it's going to absorb it.
But pretty weird timing based upon where we were and the angle of especially those ones way up there
You know,
and what looked like an oily head. Interesting anomaly here. These horizontal possible dermal lines here that seemed, can you hold that right there? They seem to kind of match the proper, I don't know, they're going in the same angle based upon where the fingers are. And there's maybe some right here. There's maybe a hair. There's these weird dots on the top of where this creasy, greasy thing is. Fingerprint. We got eDNA from a weird glyph. I don't know, pretty successful night, dude. I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you can look over this some more and see what you
Comment
can get.
below if you have any comments, whether you think these are gloves of a creeper or maybe something more of like a forest, a peaker. Barb Shoop's area winning once again. That's it for now. Jury's kind of out, but for the most part, I think it's kind of a success. And anyway, now we can end the video. I'll see you in the trees.